we all have a sense of being either leashed or lashed at in life. We feel restrained or restricted to loss or lack or to the terror of unfulfillment, the incompletion of self and soul, of dreams, of dramas, of life. When I preached my last sermon, and I'll have to stop with this, at our place out south, it was like a funeral. It was on New Year's Eve. Many of you remember it. It was the saddest night of my life, but I couldn't show it completely. It was painful, pitiful, because I knew, and I couldn't believe it was happening. And several people we hadn't seen in a long time came to that funeral. They hadn't been to our church, but they had been members. And I admit I had a little attitude to see them. Hadn't seen them. We were going away, and they came to eulogize us or to funeralize us. You know, some people you want to kill them and tell God you found them dead. I've been there. So the Lord is delivering me and helping me through all that. But we preached that sermon, the choir sang, we had our music, we did our thing. In the building we had believed God for, fasted for, prayed for, raised millions of dollars for, all the property, everything that we had. We got in the car, my wife and children and I, and drove home that night. It was the loneliest night of my life. Lonelier than when I learned I had cancer, which I've survived. And I'm cancer-free, but I learned all of this at the same time. My body was changing, my ministry was changing, my image was changing. We got home that night, and Gina and Madge were in her dressing room changing for bed. We were going to all snuggle that night in our big bed. Julian was laying across mine. It was about 9 or 10, looking out the window. I'll never forget that. He had this pensive look on his face like this, and I was standing there in the middle of that floor, and I was saying, what did you just do? What just happened here? What? I wanted to say, what the frick is going on? I wanted to say it. The thought crossed my mind. And I saw my son looking very pensive, and I said, "You okay, son?" He said, "I'm all right." And then a few minutes later, he just randomly got off the bed and came over to where I was and threw his arms around me and looked into my face, and he does that all the time. There's a little smile on his face. He said, "You did good, Daddy." I read a lot into that. I didn't know if he's saying you did good in your last sermon or you did good with your life, but I accepted all the good I could get out of it. And he laid his face against me and wept. And then Majesty came in and put her arms around us. Then Gina came in, and the four of us stood together in the center of the bedroom. A very silent night, a very silent whimpering. And we cried. No words spoken. We just cried. And then, that was it. Hopped into bed, turned on the tube, and watched Jay Leno. We watched the monologue, which we do every night ritually. And we've not looked back. And to stand here this morning at All Souls, with all dimensions, sitting in here with this brilliant young visionary who said yes, and all of you who keep coming to the second service even though we're taking your seats. And we eventually gonna fight for them parking places. Oh yeah, I'm gonna call my boys in. And we're gonna beat your pledging. And we're gonna put our money and our life. My wife will teach a class here next month, Sunday, 2 Sundays on Sunday morning. My kids, Julian right now is with the youth group. They'll be back in a little bit. You have to change. We accept the change. And remember, if you say yes, the universe will organize itself around your yes. Don't resent, don't resist, don't protest, don't contest. Just say yes. Turn to somebody and say, just say yes. Say, I know you're going through something. Everything must change. Nothing stays the same, no. Everyone must change. No one stays the same. Little competition there. The young become the old. Mysteries do unfold. That's the way of time. Nothing and no one goes unchanged. There are not many things in life you can be sure of. No, you can't. Except rain comes from the clouds. The sun lights up the sky. I love these clear windows. And hummingbirds do fly. Winter turns to spring. A wounded heart will heal. Never much too soon. Yes, everything must change. I'm really liking this. The young become the old. Mysteries do unfold. Yes, they do. That's the way of time. Nothing and no one goes unchanged. There are not many things in life you can be sure of. Oh no, except rain comes from the clouds. The sun lights up the sky, and real good music can make you cry. Thank God for this change. Oh yeah, we all go through some change.